and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Coude, Wisconsin. Never heard of that. Okay, and the title reads, Homeowners come home to a convicted felon hiding in attic. Well, I really want to hear what this has to say. But before we do, guys, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribing. Remember, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and the channel is growing. Okay, I'm glad that subscribers is the number count is going up, but I'm not seeing too much engagement, and that's one thing that I'd like to also see. Okay, anyway. I know we can get there, but we can only get there with your help. Okay? So, also, you can hit me up on Minds, you can hit me on Twitter, and even on Truth Social. So, my intent is always to bring you guys these stories. Remember, I always leave the link to the article in the description, and I don't just do that for the videos I commentate on, but also for all of the YouTube shorts. All of them have the original article. Okay, so let us begin.
A man jumping rooftop to rooftop ends with shots fired and 2 officers having to be rescued. The neighborhood near Carpenter and Packard Avenues was told to shelter in place for several hours overnight. 12 News' Madison Moore joins us now live. In Madison, fortunately, no one was hurt.
Yeah, Joyce, a SWAT team was able to get those officers to safety. Eventually, they gave the all clear, but then just a few hours later, a couple living in this house behind me on Summers Ave found a man hiding inside their attic. They held him at gunpoint until police arrived.
Came home from work, I opened my back door and I saw a bunch of insulation from my roof, from my attic, on my kitchen floor. We thought an animal was upstairs, and it turned out to be a armed felon with a pistol.
A scare.
Now imagine this. You come home, and someone is in your house, and not only are they in your house, they are armed. Now, I would like to know if this particular criminal got the firearm within the home, or did this man come into the home with a firearm. Either way, the homeowner was able to get a firearm, put one on him, and hold him there until officers came. But it looks like there was a chase that ensued, so let's see what's going on.
Scary situation unfolding Monday morning. John Jay, who didn't want to show his face on camera, found a man hiding inside his attic on Summers Ave. What did you hear that made you think, okay, there's a person in my attic?
He said, "My name's Robert."
So he announced himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened?
I pulled my gun. I am a licensed CCW weapons holder, and I pulled my gun. I pulled him out of my attic, and I held him at gunpoint until the police showed up.
What was he saying to you?
"I'll give you $300 to let me go."
Cudahy police arrived within minutes, taking the 36-year-old man into custody for burglary. He appeared to be suffering from a broken leg. Police say he also had drugs and a stolen gun. Less than 12 hours earlier, police had responded to a call for broken glass and a person jumping from rooftop to rooftop in the area. Officers say when they arrived, they heard gunfire.
There's shots fired. 9 desk. I don't know where the shots are coming from, but they're just to the east of us. I need everybody here. Call mutual aid for anybody that's got an officer available. I don't know where the shots are coming from, but that's the second shot that was just fired at us.
2 Cudahy police officers had to be rescued from their position by the South Shore Joint Tactical Unit's armored vehicle. Do you think that last night's incident and this morning's discovery of a man inside an attic are connected?
We're exploring that possibility. The individual in question stays at the residence with the broken glass and where the individual is seen jumping from one house to another.
a mystery ensues, right? To me, guys, it sounds like is probably him. He probably broke his leg after he was jumping from rooftop to rooftop, right? But in all seriousness, the good thing here is that the homeowner had a firearm. And I'm going to tell you something. What I found that was particularly interesting in this case is that the homeowner walked inside the home and he already had a gun on him. I have thought about this many times. Yes, I have guns at my home. Yes, I have guns. I carry a gun every day. And do I immediately put my gun down where I am? Or do I keep my firearm on me while I'm at home? And I think about that all the time because, you know what? Let's say after he announced himself, he put the firearm on him. Or let's say he was in a position where he could have drawed. What if he didn't have his firearm? What if when he came inside the home, he had already put his firearm away? Or let's say he was not a concealed carry, but he had a gun in the home. Could he have gotten to his gun to draw and hold this guy at gunpoint? Who knows? Okay. So tactics also come in here. The way that you're living comes in. I think if you're a carry concealed, you carry all the time. Even when you walk in home, you have your gun. Even in some cases, I know people who carry their gun. They may put it in their bag. Okay, the day's over. I'm going home. You put the gun in the bag and then, no, you should have it on you. And this is good to hear. Okay. Tactics do play a role, and they play a role because it will save you time. Okay? You need as much time to react as possible. And if you have certain things in place already there, you don't have to worry about how do I get to this? How do I get to that? When it's already there, when it's already on you. So this is good. I'm glad that this is that this particular story, so I can highlight that, because think about it, guys. You walk in and you have a firearm already on you. You're ready to go. Versus, let me get my gun from my bag, or let me get my gun from my safe because you didn't happen to carry it that day. Okay, I know how that sounds, guys. Paranoia. Okay, but you only got one life, so take it seriously. Let's hear the rest of the story.
Shootout, Madison, in that attic. Now, police tell us that the 36-year-old man was out on parole at the time.
Yeah, he was out on parole for multiple felonies, Joyce, including a hit and run involving great bodily harm, as well as homicide involving a dangerous weapon or explosive. Now, John, the man that did find the 36-year-old in his attic, he says while he is shaken up from the shocking discovery, he's thankful that no one was seriously hurt.
Understandably shaken. All right, Madison Moore reporting live in Cudahy. Thank you.
Well, thank goodness he had his gun. Okay, so this particular man is a good guy. The homeowner who had his firearm and was able to hold this man at gunpoint. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. What would we do if we didn't have firearms? What would the average person do? What would he do if they couldn't defend themselves? I gotta tell you, everything that's going on, guys, you know, this is a side piece, but this whole thing with the pistol brace, this whole thing with the assault weapons ban in freaking Chicago, all these things, guys, are going to come down, and I think one day we will see a drastic approach to the Second Amendment, and it will. I think it's almost inevitable. I think where they will just try to just outright ban guns. It's going to happen. Okay, and then what happens? That's when the purge will set in, and only the criminals will have them. It's the damnedest thing. But anyway, stock up, get your caches ready, and I'm not joking on that one. Okay, so guys, good guys have guns. Good guys should always have guns. Good guys should keep and store guns for a rainy day. Because if good guys do nothing, if good men do nothing, evil will persist and there will be no good guys.